Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Daily Downshift. My name's Nestor and today we're back working on the G87 M2. So for today we're going to be utilizing Bimmercode and we're going to be essentially changing a lot of different parameters on the car that honestly just make your daily life a little easier. One of the massive things that I need to change ASAP is actually turning off ASD. Now, for those that don't know, you probably do if you have a new BMW. They have this stupid active sound design inside of the cabin, and essentially what it is fake exhaust sounds that come through the stereo or the speaker system, I should say. Now, there's two reasons why I specifically need to get it off and need to get it off ASAP. Number one, I have the Bimmercode amplifier. When I made that upgrade, the ASD got way louder and way more bassy, and so it sounds like I have some sort of stupid muffler on my car, and it's really bad. It's loud, obnoxious, and it's making the subwoofers work harder than they need to, even when there's no music playing. The second and more awesome reason is because we just ordered a full catback system for this car, and so my exhaust is going to sound glorious. I do not want the stupid active sound design ruining it and piping in some fake audio that probably isn't going to even sound like the exhaust. And there's a couple other things that I'm really excited to do inside the car as well. So all you're going to need to get Bimmercode to work on your car is your phone, and then obviously you need to connect to the OBD port, which you're gonna need to get one of these. I have one. This is actually from my F87 from like 2017 or 2018, but OBD to an Ethernet port. And then I recently got an iPhone 15, and so I had to get this adapter right here on Amazon. It's just a USB-C to an Ethernet port. Pretty simple. Get those two things, your phone, and you're ready to go. Okay, so obviously the OBD is under the footwell. Okay, plug it into the adapter and let's hope it works, because I haven't used this OBD to Ethernet in years. Wi-Fi's off, Bluetooth's off, I'm not connected to Apple CarPlay. We also have our seatbelt on. That's going to ensure that the battery stays on for as long as possible, I believe. You're supposed to also crack a window just in case your battery dies and you can't escape, you know, final destination type stuff. We're also going to go ahead and turn off our headlights, make sure the car is using as little power as possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch up Bimmercode. I am going to click connect. Let me first record what I'm doing so you guys get an idea. All right, so we have Bimmercode opened right now. Let's go ahead and connect. Just a regular Enet cable, and so that's what we're going to choose here. Connect. Okay, as you can see, BMW M2 is an option. This is something that they recently added. And as you guys can see, while my car is doing all sorts of fun stuff, it says diagnostic mode active. I have an engine light. My parking sensors are going off. My heating just started as well. And we're done. Boom. Just like that, we're in the actual control unit. Now, when you guys are coding for yourselves, make sure to kind of write down a list of what you changed. This stuff is going to reset whenever there is a big update to the iDrive system. When your car does get updated to the new iDrive and you lose all your features, you can come back here and recode it again in just 5 minutes. All right, so let's kind of go through the list of stuff here, because I'm not, 100% familiar with everything here. You have PDC stuff that you can change, rear view camera stuff you can change. That's actually super interesting. We have seatbelt reminder as well here. I don't think I want to mess with any of the seatbelt reminders, so we're gonna leave all that how it is, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the body domain controller, see what kind of settings we have in here. Brake force display, don't want to mess with. Doors and windows, time until automatic lock 2 minutes. Car is locked automatically again if it has been unlocked and no door has been opened within the set time. Yeah, let's go like 30 seconds even. I don't like leaving my doors unlocked, man. Too many people trying to steal cars these days. Oh, this is cool. Default driving mode. We are definitely going to go ahead and change this. I think if I choose Sport Individual, maybe it'll map to my M1 and M2 buttons. So we're going to pick Sport Individual and see what happens next time we start the car up. Exterior lights. Oh, this is cool. Exterior lighting switch off allowed. Currently it's not active, but we're gonna put active on. Sometimes I'm doing like a photo shoot or whatnot, and when the car's on, I literally can't turn off the lights. It's so stupid. You have to actually turn the car off. So this is gonna allow me to change the lights, on the fly. There it is. Mirrors, automatic mirror tilt, so you can stop them from doing that. Mine's currently active. And this is the one thing a lot of people change. The right side mirror, when you're reversing, it tilts an astronomical amount. And so we're going to change that value from 90% to 70%. That's going to help us out quite a bit. You can set the heated temperature to your seats. That's interesting. Yeah, we're good with everything else in the body domain controller. So what we're going to do is click the code button in the top right. So I'm going to start coding. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Clearing the errors. Coding successful. Let's go on and move to the engine control unit. There's really nothing here to worry about, so we're going to move on to the head unit. This is where things could get interesting. Oh, here we go. One touch turn signal. Signal 5 times. That is nice. I'm definitely turning that on. So let's go ahead and click active. Video via USB. Let's just turn that all active. Why not? Oh, here we go. Warnings at startup. Off. Not active. We are definitely turning that on. I absolutely hate when you get in this car and you get the same stupid safety messages. We're turning that on as well. I don't need any warnings. I understand this car. So let's go ahead and code those all in. Made a lot of changes in this one subsetting, which is called head unit, which is very nice. The receiver audio module. I am going to mess with my signal tones. Now, I have experienced the Rolls-Royce signal tones, and I do want to have them on my car again. They're just so fun and interesting and unique. I know some of you guys might not like it because it's BMW, but we're going to put Rolls-Royce for the audio. So receiver audio module. Okay, activation code's at the bottom here. Oh, here it is. 01B4 active sound design. Let's click that and then click deactivate. Okay, activation code deactivated. Done. Let's go back. Perfect. ASD is now off. I got a carbon fiber roof, so this may not apply to me. Not worrying about that. Alarm system. We're not going to mess with it right now. Seat module driver. Let's see what this has. Okay, this is just seat heating, cooling, setting, memory. I'm not worried about that too much. And then lastly, we have the module for the passenger. I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing. And it is. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and disconnect. We're going to reconnect, and this time we're going to go ahead and choose the M3 option. So there it is, BMW 3 Series M3, continue. And we're going to go ahead and mess with the interior lighting, guys. And there it is, right at the top here, guys. So ambient lighting, all of the ambient lighting, and for all of these settings, we're just going to go red because I don't know exactly which one changes what. Ambient light color contour, ambient light color, red, red, red. And then ambient lighting color bottom, we're changing ivory to red as well. Perfect. Let's go ahead and code that in, and then we're done, guys. We finally get to see all the changes that we've made. Clearing the errors, coding is successful. There we go, ladies and gents. Let's disconnect. Alrighty, guys, first start up here in the car. And yeah, the exhaust sounds different. So even when you're just sitting like this, the ASD is coming through the speakers and trying to give you that kind of fake impression of the exhaust. Listen carefully. Oh! Yo, it's so cool. It sounds very clicky. That's what the Rolls-Royce sounds like. I like that a lot, man. It's like very sophisticated. Okay, and so I just popped the car in reverse, guys, and the mirror did not go down as much as it used to, which is fantastic. Now, 70% might still be low if you're a very tall person, but honestly, for me, it's fine. So when I click on stuff, you actually get a Rolls-Royce kind of sound as well. Listen to this. I like that a lot. Let me go to apps one more time, and I want to show you the lighting. So as you guys can see, that's what blue looks like. This is flamingo. This is the closest that you have to red. And as you guys can see, it's like a highlighter purple color. It's not what you want. Like, it doesn't match the red at all. And so what we coded is red to be ivory. Nice. There it is. The underglow as well. Yes, there we go. We get red finally. All right, I think it's time to go for a drive. You know what? That's actually perfect. Like that's exactly what I was expecting from this car when I actually bought it. Yeah, no, it sounds very, very, like it's fine to me. You know what I mean? Nice. Yeah, you know what? I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and pop the car into M2 mode. Yeah. It sounds crazy. The car's exhaust is so different right now. I like this a lot more. It's more realistic. There's no crappy bass being piped in here. And you know what, actually? I think the burbles were all fake. Okay, no, they're there a little bit. There's a little bit of burbles, but they're not very loud whatsoever. Maybe if I open the windows, let's see if maybe I can start hearing some burbles. Oh yeah, they're there. No, they're there. I don't know why they wouldn't even give us the option inside the car to turn it off. It sounds just fine to me, honestly. Alright guys, but that is going to do it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I would highly recommend checking out Bimmercode. I think in Canada it costs 59 Canadian for the full app. That's to code anything you want on your car entirely, and then in America it's probably like 40 bucks. So honestly, really good value. I would pay that much money just to be able to turn off the active sound design, and obviously we got way more out of this app than just turning off active sound designs. So what I'm going to do for you guys is leave a link in the description if you want to check out the product, and I'll also go ahead and drop kind of a list of everything I did in the description, just in case you guys also want to kind of copy all the settings that I did. There may be more, there may be less that you guys want to change, but that'll be kind of a good baseline for you guys. Can you guys hear that? That's the new Rolls-Royce sound of the parking sensor. I absolutely love that, guys. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.